In this video I'm going to show you how to remove the spare tire from a Ford Ranger pickup truck. The first thing you want to do is look in the back of the truck. Right in the middle here is where the jack's located. So how you get to it is undo that knob there, and this part just pulls right off. In here we have the jack, and right below it we have the wrench, which allows you to take the lug nuts off the tires, and it also allows you to drop the spare tire off the back of the truck. To take everything out, the first thing you do is just undo the jack a little bit. Mine's already loose, and that just brings this part down, which allows you to slip it out underneath here. And you take out the wrench components. We have the crowbar piece here, or the lug nut wrench, whatever you want to call it. This allows you to take the bolts off the tires. And there's four other pieces here. One of them has a little hook at the end of it. That's this one here. So this piece allows you to remove the spare tire. The three remaining pieces are extension pieces. You'll only need two of them to take up the spare tire. You could use all three if you want the extra length. It really doesn't matter. I'm only going to use two of them right now. On the one side of this wrench here, there's a hole where these extension pieces fit into place. So you take one of the extension pieces, and you get the part with the locking tab there. That goes through the hole, locks into place. You take a second extension piece, and that goes into the end of this one. Same thing, locks into place. You can either put the third extension piece on now if you want to, or you can take the end part here with the hook, and this will go into the last extension. So here's our assembled tool to take the spare tire off. Spare tire is located right under the back of the truck here, as you can see. What you're going to do to remove this is under the tailgate of the truck there's a little hole, if you can see it in there. So you're going to take your wrench with the hook part at the end there. That goes right into this hole. Okay, so that's in place. You'll actually feel it grab onto something. So you're going to turn this to the left to drop the spare tire. So now you can see the tire's just hanging there, and it's hanging by a cable, which we've just lowered. I usually bring it down to about this level, maybe a little lower. It'll make it a bit easier to take off, but this is low enough. What you do next is you take the stress off the cable. So I turn the tires sideways. Got the spare tire resting up on the differential, so there's no more stress on the cable. Now what we can do is push the cable through a little bit, turn this piece sideways. If you can't get it all the way sideways, you might have to loosen it a bit more, get a little more slack. That piece comes out. Now your tire's free. That's all there is to removing the tire. I'm not going to show you how to actually replace it, but I will show you where the jack points are in this truck. To use the jack that comes with this truck, on the front of the jack there's a little slot, and the hook end of your tool is going to go in here. And again, just like removing the tire from the back, you just turn this left and right, and that'll raise and lower the jack. On each side of the rear axle, you have the shock mounts. That's the part right in the middle here that's hanging down. So you can position the jack right below that, jack it up from that point there on the back, on either side depending on which tire is flat. On the front of the truck, You'll see these little knobs here. You just position the jack right under here and jack it up from there. Like I said, I'm not actually changing the tire today, but I will show you how to do it. To expose the lug nuts, this is the dust cap in the center here. You need to locate the little groove on one side of it. Take your tool here, use the hook end, put it in that groove, and pop off the dust cap. So there's your lug nuts. Then you would use this end of the tool here, use that to undo your lug nuts, and take the old tire off, put the new one on, you're good to go.